Nathan Judah. I'm here with Wolves reporter Tim Spiers. Tim, 6 successive defeats for Wolves. Not a classic tonight, but at least they've got a point.
Yeah, well, that's what it was all about tonight. I think, stopping the rot. You've lost 6 games in a row. The first thing you've got to do is not lose the next one. Yes, it wasn't a classic. I mean, the first half, hardly, it was just absolutely dire.
It was literally horrendous.
It followed a similar pattern to the Reading game in that it was an atrocious first half with no chances, and then second half it's opened up and Wolves have really improved and kind of come into their own. A completely different game in terms of styles. It was very, very physical, lots of long balls. It was one of those give you a stiff neck watching it.
But at the same time, obviously, Paul Lambert, big shock. Shock to quite a lot of people. Putting Diego Helder Costa. We take Diego Costa. We need a striker. Helder Costa on the bench. But I guess it kind of worked out in the end.
Yes, it wasn't the game for Costa. Lambert says. He said he spoke to him yesterday. He's tired. There's a lot of pressure on him at the moment. Wolves are looking to him every game to produce magic, to produce goals, to produce assists. No one else has been managing it. It's all up to Costa, and that's going to take its toll over time. So he's been below par since Liverpool for me. He hasn't played well since Liverpool. That's coincided with Wolves' losing run, and it was kind of a horses for courses kind of selection. Exactly what you're going to get from it. It's very direct, very physical. Mm-hmm. Costa was just going to be kicked up in the air all night, so he decided, this isn't the game for him. And some fans just won't agree with that at all, but Weimann had his best game in a Wolves shirt by a distance for me, and I thought Marshall was very good.
Yeah.
And you can really, with fitness now, comes a good player there for Wolves, who did well on the left. Weimann is very good on the right and got some great positions in the second half. So I'm not sure, would Wolves have won if Helder Costa started? We'll never be able to tell. But like I said, Weimann played really well, so did Marshall.
Yeah, and at the back, pretty solid, really.
Yeah. Well, as judged by Ipswich fans celebrating a shot on target in like the 80th minute or whatever it was, like it was a goal. So they really did restrict them. Tom Lawrence, standout player, had a couple of moments, but apart from that, and McGoldrick had a couple of shots. But apart from that, Wolves really restricted them to set pieces and hoofs forward. It was just, like I said, dire first half. Wolves kind of took over the game. Second half had a lot more of the ball, a lot more of the play. It was just the same old story.
Exactly.
That they couldn't finish it off.
And at least the positive thing for Wolves is that they didn't concede, because what they've been doing in games is dominating for 20, 30 minutes and then they're going, and getting beat. So
for 6 games in a row. So it's really important to stop the rot. They could have won it on another day. We say this week after week, but they've hit the post and the bar in the last 5 minutes. It could have had a penalty on another day. I'd like to see it again. Edwards' header in the first half, blocked on the line. Suggestion of handball. Again, I'd like to see that one again. Fans don't want to hear this hard luck story, but again, Wolves have been the better team.
Yeah.
As they were against Reading, as they were against Wigan, albeit marginally in an awful game, as they were against Newcastle for me as well. They shaded these games, but tonight they haven't got beat. That's the most important thing. And now the week ahead presents a window of opportunity for me. So it's very important not to get beat tonight, to have a little bit of confidence and have a small platform to build on ahead of 2 massive games.
Massive games, and Paul Lambert has said that he's going to have to rotate. They've got a lot of games coming. I assume, looking at the team tonight, that we'll see a 3-pronged attack of Cavallero, Costa and Dicko against Rotherham, potentially. Potentially,
yeah. We'll have to see how fit Cavallero is. Obviously, he didn't get any minutes tonight. Yes, you'd expect Costa to come back in. Bodvarsson, I thought he was better tonight. He's at the post, which is closer than he's been since August to scoring. But no, he did look sharper. He was winning more flick-ons, especially that second half. For me, no one's had a bad game tonight.
No.
No one had a bad game on Saturday. No one's playing bad. That's what's so frustrating. That if Wolves just kind of improved by 5%, they're potentially on a bit of a winning run here.
Yeah.
As daft as it sounds, they have been the better team in games. So but looking at Saturday, he's got a lot of options to choose from now. Mike Williamson will be coming back as well. I thought Price and Sace formed a really quite effective partnership there in central midfield. But against Rotherham, it's a must-win game.
Absolutely.
Obviously, complete must-win game. So you'll maybe go with more of an attacking approach. But plenty of options really all over the pitch, and including fullbacks as well. Just to add, Saville played left back again tonight. Doherty came in at right back this time. You've got Iorfa and Cody, who are both left out as well. Steeman's been left out of late. Dicko, as you say, Cavallero, Costa, lots of options. So interesting team selection again on Saturday.
It is. I mean, Rotherham 1 point away from home all season. Literally, they have to win, don't they?
Which they got here, by the way. Yeah, they're only point from 18 away matches. It was here at Portman Road. You know, God.
It's a big game for the team. Big game for Paul Lambert, I think.
All hell will break loose if they don't win. The atmosphere will be really important. You can feel it getting edgy after half an hour if they're not winning, but it's going to be important for the crowd to stick with Wolves and for Wolves to give the crowd something to feed off. And then they've got Brentford away a week tonight, which is their game in hand, and everyone bar Blackburn, because Blackburn are playing again that night. Not sure who they've got. So massive week ahead now. If Wolves, hello,
lights are going out.
So if Wolves can somehow get 6 points over the next 2 games, which sounds fanciful after the run they've been on, but hey, you know, Rotherham at home, you've got to win that game, and then you go to Brentford on the back of 4 points from 2 games, your game in hand, suddenly things can look a lot brighter. On the flip side, if they lose to Rotherham, it's carnage. If they lose to Brentford as well, it's carnage. So it's on a knife edge, isn't it?
On a knife edge, and it's time for us to go because I think we're getting locked out of the stadium. So, Ipswich 0, Wolves 0. We have got a point. Fingers crossed. We'll see you for all the post-match reaction on this one. Make sure you log on to expressandstar.com.